you have a PO box? If not, could you set one up so we could send you fan mail and send you blasters? I didn't have a PO box, but then Mrs. Jolt saw this and she set one up for me. And it's gonna be down in the description of every video from now on. Like I said last video, I couldn't survive without Mrs. Jolt. Do you collect other stuff besides Nerf? I don't know if you'd call it a collection, but I also enjoy chili sauces. I guess I do have quite a lot, so you could say I collect them. Oddbird asks, why does the deploy suck so much? Good deploy. It doesn't! It makes a perfectly good target. Max asks, how does the T-Rex speak? Whose voice is that? What do you mean, whose voice is that? It's my own! Benjamin Plays says, can I have the Nerf Alpha Toucan? It looks really cool. If Hasbro get their act together, well, Benjamin, if Hasbro get their act together, we'll all get an Alpha Toucan. The Nerf Rival Apollo was the original Rival Blaster. Simple but effective. It's been on more Rival boxes than any other blaster. Think about that for a second. So is this guy. He's about to stand on it. Quit jumping on my gun! Shut up, I'm doing parkour. It's always the red guy. Just gotta line up this shot perfectly. I'm jumping! Why is that guy always on our team? Some people have tried to improve the Rival Apollo by adding pump grips to it. Some people have tried to improve the Apollo by making it Mandalorian. But if I could choose to improve the Apollo, here's what I'd do. Firstly, this priming mechanism on the top, oh, I don't know, there's something about it, it's just too awkward. If only we could have a priming mechanism on the side, like, if I stick this pen here. You get the idea. And another thing, it really upsets me that I've got to reset the priming mechanism myself. Why can't you help out a bit, Apollo? You're useless. So insensitive. Just go back by yourself. Look how old this blaster is. That blaster manages it, and this one's from 2006. Even the long shot front gun mechanism resets itself. Seriously, Apollo, you just make my life so difficult. Oh, I just wish there was something we could do about this. When you wish upon a... Arr! I be the fairy god pirate, mother. But aren't you a man? Have you not seen that documentary with Arnold Schwarzenegger? What? Junior? Aye, that be the one. Fair enough. I heard your wish and travelled from afar. You were over there just now. I'm an inanimate object, so that's quite a long way. Suppose it does kind of break the laws of physics. So does this. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. Well, that was weird. Good heavens! It's a Nerf Rival Helios. Don't get overexcited. It'll change back at midnight. How are you still talking? 42. What the? Where'd he go? Suppose I'd better hurry up and unbox this then. Let's take a look at the box. Out of interest, Helios was crowned with the aura of the sun and liked to drive his chariot around the earth. He was handsome and identified with the personification of the sun, whereas Apollos identified with the personification of the moon. Don't say I never tell you anything deep and meaningful. Oh, there's a little squidgy rival ball right there. And 7 weird black circles. Did they just forget to put the pictures on there? I've never noticed that before, but this has got like 30 black circles on it. I feel lied to, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is the Rival Nemesis box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, 7 times 11 is 77. There's not 100 on there! Lies! Bet that's not even chocolate. Another interesting fact. I think the Nerf Rival Nemesis might be one of the only boxes to not have one of these rival ball rounds available to squidge. Suppose technically this has got 78 balls on it. Still lies! Have they like hidden some balls? I mean, does that count? Is that part of the game? Find the balls on the box? You crazy, Hasbro. The spring action mechanism, and it has accuracy and velocity. 30 meters per second of it. Lovely tactile embossed writing. This is embossed too. Nerf Rival precision battling. It just feels right. These guys taking things much more seriously on this box. Everyone's ganging up on the red team because of that guy. And the Apollo guy thinks he's on the Titanic. Ask not included. Twice. Embossed writing. Oh, I love it. Bolt action, easy load magazine, trigger lock. Capacity is 7. Gonna check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had to check, you can understand why. Phantom Corps is a group of rogue specialists who may join Red Team or Team Blue today, then challenge them tomorrow. Oh, you cheeky monkeys, Phantom Corps, you're so cheeky. Nerf Rival battles will never be the same. So basically, this guy's just trolling. He's gonna whip that off, stick a red one on, boom boom! Oh, lo, lo, lo. So does that mean any of these guys could suddenly become blue or red and just like kill their teammates? This is wild. Get rid of the sellotape. And And there it is. In the box we have a 7-round mag, an instruction manual, 6 rival balls, +1. I'm going to be counting from now on, Hasbro. And 2 of these funky rival tags. Honestly, I think these are a really good idea and I'm a big fan of them. GG, Hasbro. You could put both of them on and be French or American. For my heart beats true for the red, white and blue. Or British or Cuban. I suppose there are lots of countries with these colours, so Venezuelan, Swiss, Danish, English, Scottish. Oh, the fun we can have! And I'm guessing this bolt goes into either that side or that side, depending on how you want to prime it. Get that out. And there it is. Honestly, feels a little bit heavier than the Apollo. This, of course, is my Apollo, so I don't have the Apollo here to test it. If I were to be able to hold them both side by side in my hand to test them, this would be heavier. I happen to notice off the top of my head that the Apollo weighs around about 540 grams. This guy weighs in at just over 800 grams. Interesting. The safety, which formerly was just a button on the Apollo, is now an ambidextrous switch. The formerly black button on the Apollo is now an orange button. And I have to say, it feels a little bit classier. And not that I read the instruction manual, but if you hold this down and slide the bolt backwards and forwards, you'll be able to release any jammed rounds. This is not ambidextrous. And the jam door's only on one side too. There's a nice little loop on the back onto which you can attach these. Come on, all the teams! The tactical rail on this Apollo is longer because, of course, it doesn't have a primey thing at the top. Overall, I like the way it looks. This is funky. Changing which side the priming handle is on is as simple as pulling down there. See, there's this little kind of pulley bit. Turning it over and putting it in the other side. Jam door opens and closes whether the safety's on or not, but the blaster will not fire with the jam door open. Watch this! All by itself. Also have a priming indicator back here. Now let's watch it firing. This is definitely hitting really hard and firing really, really well. Honestly, it's much easier to prime than the Apollo. Decent performance. I quite like it. Feels quite comfortable on the shoulder. It slips up a little bit when you hug it in close, but not as much as you'd expect. This is shiny, but if that upset you, you could always stick some rubbery stuff over it. Or just a bit of duct tape might give you some extra grip. I've loaded up a 12-round stick mag. Oh, superb. 12-round stick mag goes in just fine. I did think I'd try the slam fire, didn't work. I don't know if you could hear the force with which those rounds were hitting the deploy and the Battle Scout, but this is some really impressive performance. I really, really like it. I'm not sure if it's more powerful than the Artemis, but the performance is definitely decent. Okay, so feeding from the light take mag definitely isn't as consistent as with the stock Nerf mag in the Helios, but that's not a problem as long as you don't mind stopping to clear jams every now and again. I just want to demonstrate how easily you can switch sides, that you just kind of hold this down, round it goes, and it's as easy as that. It is that easy to switch sides on this blaster. Right, I'm going to be honest. I haven't nerfed with it. I've only fired it, but I quite like it. Is it an improvement on the Apollo? Definitely. I prefer the way you prime it. I prefer the way you fire it, and I look forward to trying it out at a Nerf war or two. Arr, time's up. Wow, it's magic! But it's not midnight yet. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Arr, never was much good at telling the time. It's midnight in Adelaide, Australia. Arr, I'm off to find me body now. Arr. What's in the stock? Bibbidi bobbidi boo! What the? Thank you, fairy god pirate maternal figure. Arr! I be the fairy god pirate mother.